Yeah, I always have my toe when I'm getting fatigued. We're about to try a spot called Fighting Fish. That's a good sign though, that's a good sign. When you hear that shit, no, it's good.
You know what Connie is?
Connie, something like that. Oh, that's so ass.
Oh wait, I don't know if I got that one.
No, you better keep that.
I'm about to get this, the Fighting Fish sushi burrito. I need to fuel up because I'm about to go crazy today. Also, you gotta transform it, like it has to turn. So when you put the energy output into more force, then you're more power. Spicy tuna. I was chewing too long. 10 seconds more than I like this. This is perfect. Flavors are good.
Later, bro.
Look at this joint.
He's to going one potato chips. Fucking one chip. Oh my god.
Eat that joint.
That shit about to get stale. But literally, it's just no effort to eat it right now. It's fresh. He was gonna to go a chip. I'm gonna be working out with JP Goat, K-Pop Smoke. JP Goat is a collab. We about to hit arms and delts today. Maybe he'll get some knowledge from me. I'll give him some tips. He gives me some of his tips. We both tip each other. Just got to the gym. JP's secret stuff. I'm trying pre-workout. I never do pre-workout, but he's telling me like he does pre-workout. So just because he does pre-workout, I'm gonna start doing pre-workout. So I'm doing pre-workout right now. It's like a sour apple taste.
How's it taste?
Tastes? I'm not sponsored by those. Tastes good. First of all, if you guys don't know, this is JPG, my favorite person on Instagram, on TikTok for fitness. And I just want to ask him a couple questions. People say like semen retention. What do you think on that? Like, do you think it helps?
Let me make sure I heard you right.
On semen retention, like, do you think it's
Before the workout? Anecdotally speaking, we say I got a friend, and even if he lets it go before the workout, he'll still hit mad PR. So I don't think it really matters. I think what matters more is just pushing yourself during your workout.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, if you're one of those dudes that does it, and then you're like, I gotta take a nap now.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do it before your workout.
So it depends on the perfect person.
Depends on the person. I mean, honestly, if you notice that it has an effect on your workout, then I wouldn't be doing it. But I mean, if you enjoy it, you know, and it doesn't have an effect on your workout, then.
Does a split matter, like the push-pull legs or the bro split, Arnold split? Does that matter? Is there a better one?
I think a lot of it comes down to preference and then your goal of the workout. I mean, if you're running, you know, a 3-day split, you're not going to be able to have as much variety in terms of the exercises you're doing. So there's benefits and there's downsides to each of them. I mean, it just depends on, you know, what the person likes, and then if you're programming it smartly, I think that most programs can be done well. I'm just not a huge fan of going above 5 days. So that would be the main thing. Like if you're gonna run a 6-day split, then I would have that done over the course of 8 or 9 days.
Do you go to the sauna after workout for recovery? Do you use a Theragun?
I don't.
Okay, don't.
I don't think that the research is great in terms of foam rolling, Theraguns, and stuff like that. I mean, it's personally not something that I do.
Like, no days off?
If you're going 6 days in a row, you are either not recovering enough or you're not pushing yourself hard enough in the gym. And it's like, I've seen a lot of people doing that, going 6 days in a row. They're beginners. But the reason that they can go 6 days in a row is because they're beginners. You know, they're not actually executing the exercises well or going anywhere close to failure. So they're basically going to the gym and then just moving and flapping their arms around.
We about to start working out. We're done with this walking shit. Let's get straight into it. Whatever JP do, I'm doing.
3 ramp-up sets. So I'll start at like 12 to 15 reps, go to like, you know, 8 to 10.
Okay.
And then 6 to 8. Still like RP 6-7 for that 3rd set. And then I'll get into my working sets.
Damn, RP 6-7 on the 3rd set?
Yeah. The reason that I have it set this low is so that you can come further down with it. So before you even do this, put this down real quick.
Tuck elbows.
So put your hands right, just sit up. Like right? Put your hands over here. The most range of motion. And then that's going to be the scapular plane. So that'll be where you want your upper arm angle to be when you're pressing. So around right here is where you're going to be. So match the angle of the dumbbell to your upper arm. And then the reason that I have the bench set that way is so that you can keep this perpendicular and then get a full stretch across your delts. Right? So yeah, stay in this range right here. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. I mean, you're literally just working your arm down. So this would be where I'm at. Keep your wrist stacked over the elbow.
Did you always incorporate anterior delt work primarily before, or is that something that you only used when doing chest press movements?
What do you mean, like?
Like, because I know a lot of people will say they won't work anterior delts. Yeah, it's like indirectly work from like pressing movements or stuff like that.
So, I mean, it does get worked in pressing, but look at most people, they don't have great anterior delts.
Yeah.
It doesn't get worked as well as people think, because, I mean, it's not lining up with the anterior delts quite as well, especially if you're doing more flare pressing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to be, I mean, pressing like this in the first place isn't going to be ideal for the shoulders or delts, but something like this is going to allow much better stretch on that anterior delt versus a regular flat dumbbell press, for example.
Okay.
You know? So I mean, it's basically just a way to target the anterior delts for people who have that imbalance or lacking muscle group. So I mean, if you notice that your anterior delts are small, which most people's are, then it's not a bad idea to move away from that regular shoulder press from out here, where you're involving much more of those scapular muscles and then getting some more of that side delt, and then using something like this instead. Because I mean, the goal for most people when they're doing their overhead pressing is to hit the anterior delt. They're just doing a press that doesn't hit it as well. So,
What does top set mean?
Top set? It's the top of the pyramid. You're
Okay,
pushing
so I'm gonna do like
max effort. Go 75, 80.
Dude, there's no way.
He's pushing it.
I don't think I'm smart like that when it comes to the gym and shit.
What's RPE stand for?
RPE, resting position of energy. Because you gotta take 2-minute intermediate resting before you start lifting again, so you can push maximum amount of force out when you're working out. I don't know.
if your heart doesn't start beating a little bit faster when you're hitting that top set, it's not a top set.
You want to take the 100s for a ride?
I want to be able to hoop for 2 years.
So we're taking this one failure. All the way down. There you go. Come on.
Sorry.
Think about driving those upper arms in. Let's go. Come on, finish it.
This is the most famous JPG machine.
So it's basically run a step in front of the tables with a mostly neutral grip, slightly pronated, and then you're starting straight forward. Then as you're coming up, you're coming in towards the ears. So this is basically going to be working those anterior delts in a more shortened position. And then we're going to do mechanical drop set, step forward, and then we're going to be hitting it in a more lengthened position, just coming halfway up.
forward. It's like tugging.
So same position, I'm coming
And then
up towards the shoulder. Yep.
okay.
So keep that same
Oh,
position.
okay. Same here.
We're only doing 2 sets of this, so. Count.
Okay.
All the way, so you can't bring it up to here anymore. We got a few more and you leave. Let's go.
Nice.
Damn. I can't even get my arms up. Flex out the work. Shimura has stayed.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shimura has stayed. Say what you Damn, I can barely even lift them. Shawty going legit.
No, you were doing 20.
No, I thought we were 15.
Yeah, it was on 20 when you were done.
Just adding numbers now. I don't know about that. Maybe I'll catch it.
Alright, cuz.
Upper arm should be around a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And if you're doing it properly, think about driving your elbows out versus just straight back. Then you should feel that contraction in the rear delt.
Wider.
Harder, right?
Yeah, way harder.
Don't clip that audio. There you go. Now it's a rear delt.
Yes.
We're basically trying to get a stretch on the rear delts through here. So you're stopping once you get that full stretch. You're keeping it in place so that you can actually get that stretch through here.
Okay.
And then you're coming right back down across with it.
Okay.
Right? So you see my positioning right now? Like my hand is extended, so I'm slightly step back from where the cable is.
Yes, yes.
So through here, and then just straight down through.
Okay, right here.
There you go.
Or left hand.
A lot of people don't think about the angle of the cable in comparison to, the exercise that they're doing. So I mean, if you wanted to get more work in the shortened position, then it's better to be a little bit back and a little bit more upright in this case, since now the cable's forming more of a 90-degree in that fully contracted position. So that's why I'm okay with it. Versus if I were to do this, now what's happening, the cable's more in line with where I'm pulling down to, right? I feel like that's a mistake that a lot of people make. When they're doing their pushdowns, they'll try and angle their body in line with the pushdown, and they're trying to work the short position more. But if they just fix their upper arm position, because the upper arm position is going to come with this.
Yeah.
So now you're just in line with the cables, and there's more tension through right here, right? Versus this right here.
There you go, there you go. There we go. It's tough.
So setting the bench at this height, you've got the most tension at that top position now. So don't spend too much time down there. Right back up with it. There you go. Let's go, one more. Nice.
Good failure, bro. You can, your medial head was twitching.
You just grab one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like this.
And twist and then.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaning forward, like both feet are together, but I'm leaning forward. And then...
So I'm not really leaning too far forward.
Okay.
I'm just in line with the cables with my elbows naturally flared.
Okay. With my wrist at the end, at the peak, am I like spinning it out like this, or does
Nope.
it? Just extend it. Oh, it's all about the elbow. Okay.
All about the elbow.
Okay, all about the elbow. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Like come all the way down, get a nice stretch.
Okay. All the way down.
I mean, you're getting the most work through this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I always have my toe when I'm getting fatigued.
That's kind of right.
What if JP doesn't want to?
Yeah, bro. Once he actually cuts, he hasn't cut in like 2-3 years, bro.
Closing's hard, right?
It's hard.